All right, so are we good now? I think we are back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what just happened. We just lost the live. We are back though now. We are back live though now. All right, so let me go over with you my All right, guys. So I'm gonna give a couple of minutes. I'll give a couple of minutes, see if people can jump back on. I'll give a couple minutes for people to jump back on. Yeah, we're back, guys. I'm not sure what happened. We lost the live connection with YouTube. I'm not sure what happened, but I'll give a couple of minutes and give some time for people to jump back on here with us. AMD is pushing up through 62. All right, guys, AMD has just broken through 62. NVIDIA is climbing to the upside as well. So remember what we talked about earlier on the live stream, $62. That's going to be the level. That it was the level. We are now 62.50, 62.60. So we're trying to break through this level. The top end of this resistance is like 62.75. So if you can clear 62.75 on AMD, that is really going to be the top end of that resistance. We'll see if we can get through 62.75 is really the very top end of that resistance. So this resistance level, it's about 75-cent wide resistance zone or supply zone from 62 to 62.75. Right now we're 62.60, pushing into this level. So we're going to see if we can get through here on AMD, and then we're going to look for that long potentially tomorrow. All right, guys, so let me just head back on over to the SPY. I'll give you guys my thought process here. Then, like I said, and on if Jerome Powell still remains very hawkish. So right before we lost connection on the other live stream, I was telling you what happens if Jerome Powell is actually more hawkish than people are thinking. And if that is the case, if Jerome Powell gives you still peak hawkishness where the Fed or the market cannot say peak hawkishness is behind us, if he just continues his tone of hawkish, then you're looking for the markets to them, like you said, your first move will be right down to 380. All right, you'll put in a candle that looks something like this, okay, right off of the announcement, and then you look for that level to break. And then I'd be looking to see if you have a candle that looks something like this, and I would look for the next level of support to be down around 375, 374, like the low to mid 370s would be where I'll be looking for. And then you look for a candle that would look something like this for tomorrow as you would break this 380 support level. And then you look for the markets to start to move down to the downside if we have not yet reached peak hawkish Fed. And then I would say the key level of support then becomes 364. And I would expect further downside down to 364 if Jerome Powell does not change the hawkish tone that he has had for the last 2.5 months. So if there's no change in hawkish tone, you look for 380 to break, look for a little bit of support around 374, 375, eventual target down in around 364. But if he does change that tone, like I said, I think 380 support holds, and I think you break over 390, and then you get an upward move to 402. So like I said, have a game plan either way, understand what the markets care about, what can make us move higher, what can make us move lower, and have a game plan either way. Don't try to predict, rather be proactive, have a game plan, and react. Don't predict, react. All right, guys? Okay, folks, and there you have it. All right, that's it. That's my game plan for tomorrow. AMD still trying to break through that level. Does anybody have any questions about what I just said? Anybody have any questions about what I just said about the Fed, about the SPY, anything else? You guys have any questions at all? Now's the time to ask. So like I said, listen, if you're watching this live stream now, we had another live stream previous. I went over my entire game plan for the Fed based on what Jerome Powell is going to say. You got to have a game plan either way. So make sure that you watch the live stream that is on the YouTube channel right before this one. That's a longer time than this one. And then also finish watching this and you guys will know exactly what the two game plans are. So make sure that you're going to check out both if you are watching this later. Anybody have any questions about what we just discussed? Now's the time to ask, folks. Do you think the data supports the Fed being less hawkish? No, not yet. I mean, inflation is still high and the labor market is still insanely tight. But the Fed can't stay hawkish until that data changes. That's what you have to realize. If the Fed stays hawkish until inflation is 6% and until unemployment is 4.5%, then the Fed will have gone way too far. There's a very big lag from when the Fed makes a decision on policy, like raising rates, and when it actually impacts the employment market. There's a very big lag, 6 to 9 months probably. Okay. So the Fed at some point has to make a decision that we think we've done enough. We're not going to know for a couple of months if that's true, but we've got to make a decision. Have we done enough? And can we start to slow down? They're going to have to make that decision long before the data supports that, Shark Sandwich. Okay, so it's a great question. It's a great question. But they will have to ease off the gas long before the data actually supports them being less hawkish. That's why their job is so difficult. They're trying to make a decision based on future results that they do not yet know is the case or not. That's why their job is so hard. $75 seems to stress out countries too much, creating bigger risk, I think, but it's too early for 50. You know, I agree with that. I agree with that statement. 75 basis points does put a lot of stress on credit markets around the world. If the Fed gave you 50 basis points tomorrow, then it would be probably a 100% likelihood that they give you another 50 basis points in December. If they give you 75 basis points tomorrow, it's probably still likely greater than 50% that they give you 50 basis points in December. But now the possibility of 25 basis points is on the table for the December meeting. Yeah, Canada did 50 basis points at their last meeting. They were expected to do 75, and Canada gave you 50 instead. Is Meta still good for long term? Should we cut loss or average down? Do you still have it in your long term? So let me tell you my thoughts on Meta. I really do believe that Mark Zuckerberg is going to have the last laugh. He's just going to get his ass kicked for a few years. I believe in the future of the metaverse. I believe that the metaverse is going to be a massive tech revolution and innovation and will become a massive industry that Meta will completely dominate. And Mark Zuckerberg is making a decision now to literally lose like 75% of his net worth, watch his stock price crater 80%, and underperform the market and his tech peers probably for the next at least 3 years while Meta goes through a massive transition. I expect Meta, the stock, to underperform for the next few years. But I believe if you look 7 to 10 years from now, I think Mark Zuckerberg will have the last laugh, as I think Meta will become the dominant player in the metaverse. And as that industry matures and develops, I think that the value of Meta will just multiply. But it's going to take a long time for that to happen. It's too early. It's too early. So, and to the people that are like, oh, stock's going to zero, you're out of your mind. First of all, they have 3 billion monthly active users. That is almost half the world population. They still make an absolutely absurd amount of money. They're just not growing anymore like they used to. And Mark Zuckerberg is investing an insane amount of their cash and their cash flow into the metaverse, knowing that he's not going to see a return on that capital for years. And the market doesn't like that, nor should it, because you're in a rising interest rate environment. If Mark Zuckerberg made this investment in 2020 and 2021 and interest rates will still zero, that stock would be at $400 right now. But interest rates are rising, and people in a rising interest rate environment, stocks that perform well are stocks that have very high cash flow, that generate a ton of profit, that are, that are not burning cash. Cash is king in a rising rate environment for companies. And Mark Zuckerberg is taking a huge chunk of their cash flow and dumping it into the metaverse. And investors are like, no, man, that's not a good idea right now because it's going to take years for that to pay off. He knows it's going to take years. He's doing it anyway because he wants to be first and he wants to be the best. And I think when it comes to the metaverse, forget about Facebook, forget about the TikTok and Facebook and the ads. He's looking at the metaverse. This will not be the first time that a mega cap tech company has gone through a major transition. Alphabet went through a major transition. Amazon went through a major transition. Microsoft went through a major transition. And all of those stocks struggled for 1 to 3 years while that transition took place. But on the back end of that transition, when those leadership teams, when Bill Gates, when Jeff Bezos, when those people came out of their transition, they provided shareholders with 4-digit returns over a decade. Meta has that type of potential. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. So if you're going to buy Meta stock right now at $94, wherever it is, do not buy it and expect the stock to go to $250 in the next 12 months because it will not. So as long as you understand that, then yes, I think Meta is a good long-term buy. But I just think you have so much time. I have Meta in my long-term portfolio. I sold the bulk of it last year when I sold the bulk of all of my tech stocks. So if you guys remember on my live stream last year, 2021, I was telling everybody right here that I was selling the bulk of my technology stocks in my long-term portfolio, and that included Meta. I sold the bulk of my Meta position, here in the mid 300s. That's where I sold the bulk of my Meta position. I still own some, but the bulk of it came off in the mid 300s. This stock is at $95. It's going to stay down here for quite a while. You're not going to see Meta back up here for a very long time. So if you believe in the metaverse, you can literally just put some money aside every year, little by little. And for the next 3 years, just buy Meta little by little. And 7 to 10 years from now, if you believe in the metaverse and you believe in Mark Zuckerberg, then you'll be rewarded for that years from now. But it's going to take time. There's no rush to buy Meta. Now, I will say that I will throw this out there. This is actually a discussion that we had inside of True Trading Group today with my business partner, co-founder at TTG, and head of TTG Mastermind, Adam. We had a conversation about this earlier today. And it's interesting because now for 2 weeks in a row, you have had 2 different government officials suggest that the US government should ban TikTok. Today, the FCC commissioner said the US government should ban TikTok. Now, what's interesting is Elon Musk just bought Twitter. Well, you want to know what Twitter bought many years ago? Vine. Vine was similar to TikTok with the short form video, and it was a huge platform. Twitter bought it and just deaded it, and Vine just disappeared after Twitter bought it. Wouldn't it be interesting, considering that Elon Musk already works very closely with different areas of the US government? Wouldn't it be interesting if Elon Musk buys Twitter, brings back Vine, and then the US government bans TikTok? If something like that was to happen, and this is a big if, we're having a fun hypothetical discussion. If something like that happens, then Meta stock actually moves a lot higher, a lot sooner, because you're gonna lose a lot of the competition from TikTok. And I believe TikTok is already banned in India, if I'm not mistaken. So, you would be looking at a situation there where advertisers, and viewers, you may get some of that. There'll be a lot of benefit there for Facebook. And that would be better for Meta stock. And nothing would make Mark Zuckerberg happier if he can get that relief on his stock price because of that while he goes through this Meta transition. It would be very interesting if something like that was to happen. So, I mean, it's a theory. It's a hypothetical. We'll see. We will see. All right, guys, any other questions? Like, personal savings are down tremendously and loans are soaring, especially with credit card debt. Is this precursor to the rest of the economic outlook? 70% service base re-inflation. Well, Ryan, I mean, like I said, I expect I expect us to have a mild recession next year. I've actually been pretty vocal about that on my live streams. I've been saying that for the last several months, actually, where, I think that next year you have a mild recession, nothing like 2008 or the end of the world, like a lot of these people are calling for on some of these different channels where they just try to scare the living crap out of you. I went through 2008. I traded through 2008. I was on Wall Street through 2008, and this is not 2008. I think you have a mild, moderate recession in 2023, and I think you come out of it, pretty quickly by 2024. And personal savings are down, and credit card debt is up, which is the opposite of what happened when you were in COVID. When you were in COVID, credit card debt was down and personal savings was up because nobody could spend money. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't do anything. Now that COVID is over and everybody kind of came out, people put a lot of travel specifically and like leisure and hospitality and like going out, and they put a lot of services on their credit cards as they finally got out. They're able to travel, they're able to go and experience different things, and credit card debt has soared. But, that, like I said, I just think that, part of that will roll into next year, and I expect a mild recession. In order for that to happen, consumers have to spend less money, which I think you're going to get, as consumers will use more of their income to pay down credit card debt. They're going to be saving less because they're going to pay down some of that credit card debt, which means they're going to spend less, which would help give you a actual recession in GDP when consumers spend less. We are 70% of our economy is based on the consumer. If the consumers are not spending money in the United States, then that hurts the economy because we're a 70% based consumer-based services economy. So I think all of that just factors right into the mild, moderate recession that I think we have next year. But I don't expect anything crazy like the world is ending. So I think that all of that is just lining right up with exactly what I think is going to happen. What do you see the market doing prior to the FOMC? Not much, Diana. I don't think the overall market's going to do much tomorrow morning. The overall SPY will probably be pretty quiet, will probably pretty choppy. You might trade in like a 3-point range maybe, and just kind of consolidates and hangs out before you actually get your FOMC meeting at 2 o'clock, or the announcement rather at 2 o'clock. I'm going to look tomorrow to trade individual stocks that have earnings. Like I'm going to look to trade AMD tomorrow. I'll look to trade the oil companies because Devon Energy had earnings. I'll look at Airbnb. Airbnb, has it recovered yet, or is it still moving to the downside? A big move to the downside now that Airbnb is kind of getting into their conference call. So Airbnb is still down here around still above the support level, but trading to the downside. So I'm going to look to trade individual stocks tomorrow morning. AMD, Airbnb, oil companies. I'll look to trade those. Maybe there's any small caps that might have news that are gapping up. I'll maybe trade those in the morning. But then by 2 o'clock, my focus will solely be on the SPY. If the Fed 2023 target rate hikes goes to 5% next year, is this treated as hawkish or dovish? That would be hawkish. If the Fed moves their target higher, that would be hawkish. That would be a negative thing. So that would be one of the things that, if that happens tomorrow, that's one of the things that would cause the scenario that I said about breaking 380 and then look for the markets to move down to like 374-ish would be the next zone of support that I would see. If something like that happens tomorrow, you would look for us to break down below the 380 support. That would be hawkish, and that would be bearish for the market. Good question though, Akhtar. Mike, can you check SMCI of maybe? What do they just have earnings? Yes, earnings. Okay, so these are actually really good earnings. So SMCI just reported earnings 342 earnings per share. That is a huge beat. The expectation was 236. It's a huge beat on EPS. Sales were a huge beat as well. They beat by $200 million. So $1.85 billion in sales. Expectations was 1.6. Someone just said, I just got here, was on the other live. How do we know you are getting a laptop? Okay. You know that you're getting a laptop, guys. If you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You just have to enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $11.47. And as long as you see the laptop in the cart, that's how you know you're getting one. And there's a lot of people that are asking about these laptops, actually. You know what I'm going to do? Since our first live stream just kind of crashed on us before, we had like 1,200 people on the live stream, and it just crashed. So we lost a lot of people here. So here's what I'll do, because it's not fair to people that were maybe thinking about joining, and then the stream crashed on them. They don't know if they're getting a laptop or not now. Here's what I'll do. How many people are on the live stream right now that are not a member of True Trading Group? Type the letters TTG if you're not a member of not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see. We lost the live stream of the first one, so there's only I want to just see how many people are with me right now that are not a member before I make a decision on what I'm thinking about right now. Just type TTG if you guys are not members. Joe, Expediting Addicts, Doug Pham, Destiny, Sanjay, Silver Eagle, you nice. Nice, Silver Eagle, you made it over. I saw you were on the first live stream. Kevin, Starting Entrepreneurs, Carolyn Mitchell, J Boss, Hammer, John Scott. Scotty D is considering. Cool, Scotty. You nice. I think you were on the other live stream too. Diana, yes, thank you for your question, Diana. We're ready when you are. Kenneth, Greg, Chandler, Sharif. All right, good guys. We have a lot of non-members that are still with us. Here's what I'm going to do. Because that really sucked that we lost the live stream on the first go around. So there's a lot of people that are still with us that are not members. Taylor, Michael. All right, so here's what I do. I will personally buy. I'll double it. We had 7 laptops. Okay, we had 7 laptops when we initially started the live stream. Okay, we lost the connection. What I'll do is and I'm going to make Adam split this with me. He doesn't know it yet. We will buy 7 more laptops. If there's anybody that's with us here now that missed the first live stream where we lost you, and now you're here, or maybe you're just finding us for the first time here, for anyone that wants to still join so you guys can take advantage of the laptop offer. Now, we have relationships with wholesalers where we actually get discount laptops in bulk. We had 7 from the wholesaler, and we get great prices. So I don't mind, offering them to people as a value add when you join. But we only had 7 from the wholesaler. But what I'll do is we will buy at full retail price 7 more for the next 7 people that, 8. Well, now Kevin just joined. Okay, so hold on. So Kevin, welcome to the family. So Kevin's now the newest member of our group. So everybody welcome Kevin. So it was going to be 8 because we had 1 left. Now I'll tell you 7. So we just got rid of all of the 7 from the wholesaler. We will buy 7 more. So anyone that's on the live stream right now, if you're not a member and you're considering joining, I will extend this 7 more. So Adam, just make sure we update the checkout page so that there'll be 7 more there for us. All right. So here's the deal. All of you that were typing TTG before, if you go to ttgoffer.com and you enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, the price will drop to $11.47. That's a 48% discount. All right. If you see a laptop on your checkout page, that's how you know you're getting one. I'll do 7 more since we lost the live stream on the first go around. So as long as you see a laptop right there on the checkout page, that's how you know you're getting it. Once these 7 are gone, though, that's it. I can't just keep buying laptops at retail. We weren't able to get any more from the wholesaler. I'm not going to keep paying retail price. I'm just doing this because we lost the live stream. With that comes the double your money back guarantee. Don't forget that. So all of you that are considering joining, okay. Yo, Scotty D, you belong with us. I love the comment that you just said. Scotty D, you would fit right into our group, brother. Scotty D goes, I don't want a laptop. I'd rather learn and grow and buy one with trading profits. Scotty, that is the exact attitude that I want inside True Trading Group. Brother, you are going to fit in so perfectly with the rest of this group. Okay. You know what, Scotty? Because I appreciate that comment so much, Scotty, instead of a laptop, I'm going to give you a one-on-one with me. You are the exact type of person that I want inside of True Trading Group. So instead of a laptop, Scotty, you want to pull the trigger right now. You want to join the group, go to ttgoffer.com, enter TTG121, click apply code. I will do a one-on-one mentor session with you. We can talk about whatever's on your mind, any problems you're having, and we'll talk about what we can do to make adjustments. I will do that with you instead of a laptop because I appreciate that comment so much. That's exactly the attitude that I want members to have. So I'll throw that out there, Scotty. I know you said you were considering joining or you were thinking about it. I hope you'd pull the trigger. I'd love to do a session. I'd love to do a session with you. All right. So there you go, Scotty. I'm throwing that out there for you, my man. I love that you just said that. I really do. So great attitude, really is. All right. So there you go. So anybody else though, if you guys, like I said, you guys go to ttgoffer.com, enter that coupon code. You also get the double your money back guarantee. Don't forget that's for anybody. Okay. So if you don't make back the 1147 membership cost at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes and attending one private study group, if you can't make back the 1147 membership at least once, I'll give you guys double your money back. Literally, I'll give you $2,294. That's double what you paid. I don't think you need it. But it's there for peace of mind. We've only had to give a refund to 2.6% of our entire user base since 2016, and 78% of our members renew their membership. So that's why I'm confident enough to give you guys the double your money back. And guys, again, like I said, if you see a laptop, you're getting one. If you watch this live stream later, you see a laptop on the page, that's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. All right. Let me show you guys the actual platform. Okay. Let me show you guys the actual platform itself. So if you're not interested in a membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. I'm done with the analysis. I'm done with my game plan. I'm done with the educational stuff. So if you're not interested, you can just subscribe to the channel though. Make sure you turn on your notifications. We do these lives 6 days a week. I give you guys analysis and I tell you what I'm doing with my own trades and with my own money. And I give you guys free lessons on a daily basis. So make sure you subscribe. If you are interested, I'll show you the actual platforms. Let me actually show you what you're going to get access to when you become a member, because it's all included. Remember, TTG is a platform and it's all inclusive. All of our courses and all of our tools. Okay. All right. Oh, Scotty D goes, I'm sorry, I lost connection. Damn it. Scotty, what I said, I don't know if you heard me or not, but Scotty, what I was saying, I read your comment about when you said you're like, I don't want a laptop. I'd rather learn and grow and then buy a laptop with trading profits. So when you said that comment, I said you would fit in so perfectly with our group because that's the exact attitude that you should have. And I was just so impressed that that's the attitude that you have. I want you part of the group. You're the exact type of person that I want in True Trading Group. And you would fit in so perfectly with the rest of the 10,000 members in TTG that I said to you, I know you're considering joining and I'm impressed with your comment. And I really want people like you in TTG that I said, instead of a laptop, Scott, if you join today, I'll give you a one-on-one mentor session with myself where you and I can have a discussion, what you're struggling with. You can ask me questions. We can figure out where we need to make adjustments in your trading, whatever's on your mind. I'll give you a one-on-one with me instead of the free laptop if you want to join here today. So I would just go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. And instead of the laptop, Scotty, you and I'll do a one-on-one mentor session because I was just impressed by your comment and I offered that to you. So I'm not sure if you heard that before you lost connection, but that was the offer that I made for you today, Scotty. So that was that's why members are are typing to you in chat like, Scotty, you should take it. You should take it. So that's that. So all right. So there you have it, Scotty. I hope to see you in chat with us, and I look forward to doing a one-on-one with you if you decide to join. That offer is available though for tonight. You got to pull the trigger tonight though. I'm not going to leave that out there forever. You got to join by midnight tonight, Scotty, and then we'll do that one-on-one together instead of a laptop for you. All right, everybody else, let me show you the platform, show you everything you get access to. You're going to get our chat room, obviously. The chat room's where myself and 9 other professional trading mods will share our screen. We will talk to you on the microphone, tell you what we're seeing, what we're doing, tell you what we're going to buy and sell before we even do it. We open at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We close after the market closes. We are with you all day. The mods are not gone after the first 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. We are with you all day, every day. Okay, we're with you all day, every day. Wolf of my driveway says, anyone know what time SoFi earnings are today? SoFi's earnings were this morning. They already announced earnings. Wolf of my driveway. SoFi announced earnings early this morning before the markets open. You'll also be able to use the mobile app. The mobile app will allow you to see the screen share, hear the audio analysis, and most important part, get access to all of the trade alerts when the mods enter and exit trades. So when the mods enter and exit trades, you get a notification in real time on the mobile app that tells you what's going on. That way you can follow along with what we're doing in chat. You get 2 private study groups. This is a chance for you to, talk to one of our mods and ask questions. The Benzinga Pro newsfeed live up to the second news alerts right inside chat. This will cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga on your own. It's included in the $11.47 price when you join our platform. You also get the Trading Views charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's included in the $11.47 when you join TTG. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. That's a few $100 a year. It's included in the $11.47 membership fee. You get to use ETNA's simulator, which will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice what you're learning first. Okay, you'll practice what you're learning there first. That would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly. It's included in the $11.47. You also get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own custom scans. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. That data is expensive. If you were to go and pay for it on your own, it's included in the $11.47 membership fee. You get a trading journal that will track all of your trades and give you statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. You get a social sentiment scanner that actually goes through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. So you'll know how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. If there's insider buying, if there's insider selling, short data, it's all included, guys, when you guys join our platform. Every day, the mods publish a watch list, what stocks we're looking at, what's our game plan, how we plan on trading them, so you know exactly where to focus your attention. We'll do the heavy lifting for you. Taylor, welcome. We got to welcome Taylor. Now there's 6 laptops left, folks. Remember, as long as you see a laptop on ttgoffer.com, that's how you know you're getting one. Taylor, welcome to the family. If anybody has questions about this membership, don't hesitate. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. Don't call that number. It's a text message only phone number. You have questions, text us now. Of course, you get access to the courses. Guys, there's no upsells for courses. Every course, 18 of them, is included when you join TTG. There's no VIP courses that cost more money. It's a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund, and then the 9 other professional traders have also added and expanded on it. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures. We have all of it in text and video. Then there's also a video library that has over 400 hours of additional video content. These are all the workshops and webinars that we do with members live, covering a bunch of different topics. But then when you become a member, not only can you access all the previous ones, but you can attend all the live workshops that we do every week that you guys will be able to attend those as a full-time member. It's time you guys invested in something real, a platform that gives you resources, tools, community, and education and mentorship and support that can help you reach your goals. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just by joining TTG. But what I can guarantee is if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group, you give me a little effort. If you can't make back the membership fee at least once, $1,147, I'll double it. I'll give you back a 100% return on your investment, $2,294. That's how much I stand behind the platform and community that we've created, and that I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $11.47. You see a laptop, that's when you're getting one. There's 6 left. Get your butts in chat. Tomorrow's a huge day. Does the rally continue, or are we right back to a bear market? That question gets answered tomorrow. Do not let the answer smack you right in the face. Be there. Be ready for it. Let's make some money. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. My TTG fam, get ready. Get rested tonight. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications, get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's it, folks. Have a fantastic evening. I love you guys. Take care.